Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet.
I ain't drinking the wine, though, I'll tell you that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the CryptoLifer Show, the greatest show on earth, baby! Are you motivated? Are you ready to take this day by storm? I worked out today. I'm motivated today. I'm ready to be my best self every second of the day, baby! Let's do it! Can you feel the energy? Can you feel the vibes? Can you feel the frequency, baby? All the way to the top, man. We ain't stopping till we rock it out, baby. Yes! I love my life. I love what I do. I'm passionate about teaching. Today we have a course. Are you kidding me? Today I get to teach a course. I can't wait to teach class today from 3 to 5. Are you ready to get educated? Are you ready to see the gains? We have 3 of the top coins in the top 11 today. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in and being a part of the live. I love you all. It's an amazing day to be alive. It's an amazing day to be here. You know, it's hard to be broke. It's hard not to pay your bills. It's hard to be depressed. You know what? It's also hard to wake up every day and be disciplined. It's hard to wake up every morning and work out. It's hard to go after a goal every single day of your life. It's gonna be hard no matter what you choose. So choose the thing that makes you the best, because it's gonna be hard. So you might as well go after the thing that makes you the best, baby, because it's gonna be hard. I don't care. It's hard being broke. It's hard being rich, baby. It's gonna be hard. Get ready. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Make no excuses for yourself. Make no excuses for why you're not where you want to be in life, because you are the reason. You are your best friend. You are your own worst enemy. Let's break down the charts. Let's get it in. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm feeling the vibes, baby. I also have a story. I have the shirt on, but I got a story with the shirt. We're gonna save it for story time. But this shirt actually has a story, if you can believe it. Last night was a bit hairy. We're gonna break it down. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you so much for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a look at the world market, shall we? See what's happening in the space. So we got Bitcoin Cash up 0.2%. Nothing really moving, but Dogecoin up 14%. Funny. Was Elon tweeting again? What is happening? Doge Elon. No, but Doge having a bit of a move. It's the king of the market today. Doge. Pretty funny, right? It happens sometimes. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. That is your time. Let's pop out the chat. How we doing, everybody? We have 478 people, 200 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly be humbled and appreciated by that. Thank you so much, dear Lord. Thank you for everyone that is here. Thank you for all the likes that we do have. Let's be grateful for everything that we have, because we can then get more. By being grateful for what you have, you are able to create more in your life. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. So let's break it down. When I started this morning, I told you that Bitcoin was in a descending triangle, likely to break to the downside. Who here got my update at 8 in the morning? Who here heard me say we were likely to break to the downside? Right? I said look, bulls must take back 24,300 to remain bullish. We did not take that reason back. We actually started with here this morning. So my lifers, they already know what's going on. If you paid the 99, you already knew that the market was going to drop. You were given an update with a high probability of a break to the downside. This is a descending triangle. Descending triangles break down 68% of the time. I mean, they're mainly bearish. You had a flat bottom with a descending top. That's a descending triangle. It was obvious we were going to go to the downside. For me, there was like a 90% accuracy that was going to happen. Also, we break down the 1 hour. The 1 hour was extremely overbought up here. So it had to come down. What I like about this is the Stokes reset fast. It's a really good sign. They reset really, really fast. We're going to look for some divergences here on the 1 hour, and we have it. Let's break down what bullish divergence is. If you don't know, we've been using it to just completely rip the face off the market the last few days. Let's break it down. So look, you have swing down and swing down. That's your swing. That's your secondary swing. Don't be confused by the wicks. The wicks are not included in divergence. Very important. So you have a swing low to a swing low. That is a downward trajectory. But you go here on the RSI, you have an upward trajectory. That is bullish divergence. Hands down, right there. Unless we keep going lower and we make it even. Even if we make it even, it's still bullish divergence, and you're oversold on the 1 hour time frame. The bears really didn't have enough push. You also had a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. You see that? 3 peaks. Sometimes you don't even need the perfect middle. It just needs to be 3 peaks. I've been learning that too. On the smaller time frame, 7-minute, 15-minute, even times the 1 minute, but you could just see, look, 1, 2, 3 peaks. It's a head and shoulder pattern, regardless of how you want to look at it. I also was looking at this as a possibility, all right? And I was just open-minded about it. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I just saw, could have this been a bit of a, head and shoulder pattern? I flipped this upside down, and, I would play that invertedly. So if I would play it invertedly, then I would play it to the same way to the downside. So I saw that. I saw that we couldn't get a resistance, and I saw that we were high on the stochastics in the 1 hour. I said, it's likely we head to the downside into the live stream. So if you had gotten into my group and you would have been given a Bitcoin update. Look, I gave you 2 Bitcoin updates last night. Look, I work super hard. I don't take days off. Nobody can take away your work ethic. Nobody can take away the lifer's work ethics. We work every single day. We make gains consistently. Look what we made last night alone. So if we look at what happened last night alone, what happened to ABBC, man? I kept asking for it. I don't know why we couldn't get it, Sean. Oh, there it is. There it is, yeah. 18.9% gains for ABBC. It was in this tight channel. It was high on the daily, yet I still said there's a chance we could break up at least a resistance. That was an 18% gains. We put this out at 9:24 the other night. Bang this morning at 7:21 in the morning. Anchor by the Elite. This is how you know this was done by Rainier. Rainier has the blue candles, and he banged this for 17.79%. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade, right? So bang, on August 13th, he nailed it. He then put out Mello's token in this falling wedge. It would go sideways, but boom. Look at it, break right out, never hit the stop loss. Boom, boom, boom. I teach my students exactly where to accurately enter trades to have the highest probability of a move with no stop loss. AFK he put out. This thing banged for 108% gains, put it on August 10th. By the 15th at 4 a.m., it was up 100% gains. These are my elite. These are people that have been trained by me. These are people that have been worked so hard every single day to achieve elite status in my trading group. All right? I put out Ethos on June 30th. It took a long time, but eventually it's up 23%. Never hit the stop loss. I put out GMT3L just the other day on the 14th. This thing banged for 32%. I put out PBR yesterday, I thought it was the other day, yesterday, in a little flag. This thing banged on them to the upside. This had to have been yesterday because that's the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, 24 hours. 8 in the morning on the 14th. It's now this, I guess it's 20 about. And then JSM3L, put it in this tight channel. Also said that the 3L token would likely give you the move. Bang, 45% gain. So, and if you look at the highest gainers of the day on KuCoin, which I looked at when I woke up this morning, we had JSM13L. It's changed now a little bit. We had GMT, we had ABBC, we had Ethos. So we had one, we had about 3. It's changed now. But at the beginning of the morning, we had 3 in the top 11, 4 in the top 11. Bang, bang, bang. And then my elite crew cleans up whatever I don't see because I'm one man. I can't see the entire market, but those are gains, baby. And we produce these gains every single day. We're constantly scanning the market. You can just scan through the gains we've been hitting. And what I want you to do is I think anyone, if you're not in the trading group, but you have access to the gains list, this gains list will teach you how to trade alone. Go to the gains list, find this coin, chart it like that, use the replay tool, go back to where I saw it, watch what happened, play the play tool. If you go to every single coin that I ever put out on these gains and you watch it the before and the afters, it'll teach you how to trade. I'm giving you free sauce right here. Right here, the sauce is right here, and I'm giving it away. Some people can't even see it. It goes right by them. My gift, my goal in life was to take a little bit and turn it into a lot. If I didn't have money, but I had access to this gains group, you bet your butt I would go over every single one that I posted, and I would teach myself how to trade off the gains list alone. I'm telling you right now, off the gains list alone, I would teach myself how to trade because I would watch every one of these setups and replay them, and I'd start to see a similarity. Then I'd pick up on the pattern and I'd use it to make gains, baby. So it's up to you. Your mind is ready for you. Whether you want to make it ready or not, your mind is waiting for you to grind, baby. So look, Bitcoin tried to dump out of the descending triangle, but got wicked right back up. Huge buy pressure. Strange buy pressure on that wick to the upside. So we have to kind of say that this is still a bit of a falling wedge, descending triangle in a way. I mean, it's a little bit of a hybrid. Let me pull away my divergence line. So bullish divergence so far has been confirmed. That is bullish divergence. You're swinging to the downside. Here you're swinging to the upside. It is bullish divvy. That tells you should get a bounce. Let's take a look at the 15. 15 minutes very oversold. Also the 15-minute expressing bullish. And you can't really say that yet. Slight hidden. It's kind of hidden in a way, but I'm not going to go there. This big move in the middle kind of differentiates it, takes it away. But the 1 hour definitely has hidden bullish divergence. So 15-minute, let's take a look here, is in this flag here. And let's take a look. So just want to redraw that pattern for a second. I just want to see the bigger pattern for a split second. Just double click, look at price action. mean, you have this shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder. You see what I'm saying? For sure. Steve. That was my man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I had to answer that. That's one of my most important friends. So look, Bitcoin on the 15-minute. Let's take a look at what's happening here. I mean, I do see this shoulder, this head. You see the head and shoulder pattern? We just can't negate it. You can't see things as a trader and act like you don't see it. You know, that's also an M pattern. You see what I'm saying? And I don't like M's. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I don't like M's. M's break to the downside. All right. So, what do I see happening for today? After yesterday was sideways. Yesterday was crazy. Sideways for Bitcoin. Sideways is good for altcoins. When Bitcoin goes sideways, it creates a good move for Bitcoin, for the altcoins, because think about it. Bitcoin gets boring. People don't want to be in Bitcoin. They don't care. It goes sideways, sideways, sideways. And then people are like, hey, well, as long as they're going to lock it in control and keep it in a space, then I might as well take advantage of the move. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. And what's BOOKMAP brewing for us right now? BOOKMAP is cooking up a low of 23.5. Huge orders down here. 1,000 Bitcoin, 600 Bitcoin, 12. I've been watching BOOKMAP for, 6-7 months now, right? I've never seen 1,000 Bitcoin order. I've never seen a 1,200 Bitcoin order. It tells me these boys think we're going up. Because why would they buy so much at 23.5, between 23.5 and 23.7? Look at the huge order of liquidity down there. Oh my goodness. So, things are brewing for sure. We have this head and shoulder pattern. We have this M. And they're showing us 23.5 as liquidity, right? We're at 23.8. We're not that far from their zone. So did they load up enough just now? Are they, they should be trying to load up right now. What I've been noticing is I have to just turn off the liquidation and turn it back on. And it pops back in. See that? So look, they just liquidated the longs right here. They did scoop in at 23.7 on the futures contracts, and they liquidated the longs. Now they're back to the shorts here. What you want to do is you want to see a bunch of long liquidations. That's usually the end of the pain. And then we can move back up. We do see the divergence in the 1 hour. The divergence does create, basically what the divergence is liquidations. They liquidate the first batch. They want to create an inducing a low, and then they get everyone to short, and then they grab those lows again, and then they pump us back up to the upside. That's what divergence is. I was divergence trading for 5 years. Then I implemented the liquidity order book. Then I put them together, and then I saw the similarities, and then I started being like, whoa. This is what they're doing here. So, all right, let me make my prediction for BTC. What do I see happening? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to omit some of these wicks to the bottom, and I'm going to say this is my clean trend line here. We are bouncing on it right now. We're at the bottom of the trend line. So you can say we kind of made this ugly pattern, but we stayed with it here. Top. We bounced back to the upside for sure on the 15-minute because we're very oversold. Are we oversold on the 7-minute as well? I believe we are. Highly likely. Yes, with a loop back to the upside. Do we have divergence on the 7-minute? We do. We have swing down to swing down. This slightly swings down. It's like a little Class B divergence. From this low to this low is a downward trajectory. From this low to this low is slightly downward, but if you can see it, it's not as sharp as this downward trajectory. So it's Class C. It's not strong, though. It's, but it is somewhat present. All right. So what we're looking for is this falling wedge to break to the upside. If you're new to my show, we first go over Bitcoin, like where I believe it's going to go in the next 2 to 4 hours. Then I look at the bigger time frames. Then I look at the world markets, the S&P, the Dow futures, and everything else coming at you just to keep you updated and where we're going to go for the rest of the week and kind of make a projection into Friday on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Shout out to each and every one of you for joining us, sharing your most precious asset with me. Hitting that like button is gold to the YouTube algorithm. If you could hit that like button, it would be gold for my life too. Thank you so much. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So look, we're looking for a bounce here to the upside of the 7-minute time frame. Okay. And yeah, that's about it right now for now. We do see more liquidity induced at 23.5. They're trying to load their bags. I feel like they just got enough there at 23.7. Okay. So stay informed, stay situated, stay focused. Become a crypto lifer. Join the 99 group today for $99 a month. That's $3 a day. Have access to my brain, my hyperactive brain that never takes a day off. If I had access to that for $3 when I was a beginner trader, I would jump on it immediately. I also teach a class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. I also teach it on Saturday once a month. But check it out. Classes today from 3 to 5. So if you want to jump into class today, you can still do it up until about 1 o'clock. Up until, 1 o'clock. We start class at 3 to 5. So up until 1 o'clock, you can jump on into class and get educated. So if you're excited about class, if you want to get educated, if you're watching my live streams and you're getting some of it, but just not all of it, I'm telling you right now that $99 you put into yourself, because yes, I do sell the course, but it's investment into yourself. You get to keep that information for the rest of your life. I was talking about, people pay for so much information in life. $99, you could end up making millions of dollars off of the $99 that you invest in this course. You could easily 10x that in your own mind if you get the right education and you use it to your advantage. So patience is a huge part of trading. Let's get the gains. Yes, so much. The longer you trade, the more patience you have. It sounds fine to me. Maybe just a smidge lower than normal, maybe. Shout out to everybody here on the live. You want it a little louder? I was a little far away from the mic because I was screaming. Still trying to figure out what exchange I can buy the patience coin. LOL. Need a truckload. I got you, man. Is the video free with subscription, bro? Is that video free with subscription? What video? I don't even know what he's talking about. I teach a real class, man. It's a live class. It's not a video, dude. It's a live class. You sit with me live, man. It's no joke, bro. You can take the recording home afterwards, but it's real, man. Much better audio now. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. We'll boost it up for you. Get it all the way up there. Learn the language of the charts, baby. All right. Kadena Mining Club. Only 148 Phase 1 NFTs. Only 148 Phase 1 NFTs left. I kind of want to get into the Kadena Mining Club. Someone kind of wrote me a little thing. So you buy the NFT, and then you get to mine. You don't have to even deal with the equipment, and then you get money off the mining. I just never trusted these outside mining companies. Let's get the lemon into the water. So sorry, not here, not here, not there. What do we do here? I love that mining thing. I'm like, I love that. I love mines. As a kid, it was always fun, right? Right here, there it is. Ah. Ooh, you could hear that come out into the, you heard that on the mic. That was nice. So you got the lemon in the water now. You let it resonate. And then you take a huge gulp, baby. Watch out you don't get that seed stuck in the back of your throat. That can happen. You got to be careful. I'm telling you, if you drink water every day, you're going to have smooth skin. You're going to feel good. You're going to be vibrant. You're going to be lubricated. You're going to be hydrated. You're going to be ready to go, baby. So look, I see some bad news for Bitcoin. It wants to get to 23.5 on the order book. They're pushing it down. Let's look at the 5 minute. 5 minute, I mean, you got a shoulder head and an inverted head and shoulder here on the 5. So the more I look at it, I don't see bear flags at the moment, Could attempt to do this a little bit, bear rectangle a little bit. I'll give it that. And that could dump on you. A little bit of a stretch for me, though. I'm predicting a bounce. I mean, you're oversold in the 15. You're oversold in the 1. You're oversold in the 5, or you're pushing up on the 5. Pushing up on the 7, oversold in the 15, oversold in the 1 hour. Oversold in the 4 hour. I looked at the 6 hour, oversold. Beat to the ground. 8 hour, beat to the ground. 12 hour, beat to the ground. 22 hour, getting ready for that next push back to the upside. Every time this 22 hour has dumped, it has made a nice higher low every single time. And so 1, 2, 3. Look, we were high. We had all this time to come down, and we barely dumped. However, this is a rising wedge. We're going to look at the bigger time frames in a second. I'll get you there. Just bear with me right now. So right now I'm expecting a bounce on the 15. Back to the top of the pattern if we do not lose this level. So let's look here. Wow, they're attempting to crush us right now. 23,750. You can see the order book wants 23,500. Clear as day. And they're liquidating the longs, right? 18K, 49,000 liquidated. People just don't know when to, why would you take a trade right now? There's no confirmation of support right now at the moment. So you don't look, we lost support right there. Hands down. See that? And it goes back to that descending triangle idea that I had. And you can see it clear as day. I mean, it's a descending triangle. See that? Measured move is conservatively this length here. But you can even take the length of the whole thing, But that's why I have this pole here. That's why I already had it drawn. Take you down here to about 23,500. All right. That's where the liquidity is going. I mean, you can see they have so many orders down here. They're getting their orders filled. So we started off the morning with showing you BOOKMAP, telling you it was likely we're going to fill this order down here. And look, there we go. Even though we're pinned on the stochastics, it does not matter. You must use the order book. If you can't see the orders, then you don't know what's really happening. You're guessing, okay? I have a link to BOOKMAP in the description below. It's amazing. Jump on in. For a beautiful small fee a month, you can have access to every order on almost any single exchange in the world, on almost any asset in the world. Use Global Plus, and I'm telling you, you won't get a better discount than the one I offer below my video. So jump into BOOKMAP today. I know the owner. I know the whole crew. I love them, and I don't associate myself with basically any other company, so I love BOOKMAP. Appreciate the whole team at BOOKMAP. Love y'all. Keep signing up, everybody. BOOKMAP will change your life. You see how many times we got out of sticky situations by using the information BOOKMAP has provided. Without it, we might have been dead in the water. I wouldn't have been able to trade this last night, 2 nights ago when I made this long on Bitcoin and sold at the top. I wouldn't have known where the top was. I figured out the top when I saw all the liquidations, and I saw the short squeeze occur right in front of my face. Right? Then I can see where the last orders remain. Like the last orders are down here. Once they hit all those orders and they liquidate everybody, they kind of did what they needed to do, right? And they filled their bags. So I believe they're packing their bags. Usually you pack your bags when you're about to go somewhere. Why would they be packing fat orders here? 1,200 Bitcoins, 200 Bitcoins, right? 600 Bitcoins if they weren't planning on going somewhere. Usually you pack your bags when you're going on a trip. All right? So this falling wedge is breaking down on us right off the bat. And let's see the 1 minute here. 1 minute is pinned now. The 1 minute is attempting some bullish divergence here on its own. See, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up, putting in a lower high there. A lower low. But attempting to stop the pain. I'm going to freestyle for a minute. Freestyle means I clear the whole chart and I just look at it free. Free again, you know. Because every once in a while you'll be blinded by your own bias, and I want to see things just fresh. All right. You also get to see my mind in action, which I think is cool. So this trend line's legit. There's really nothing wrong with that right now. Okay, I'm cool with it. This pattern is still in play. There's really nothing wrong with it. And it still has a major move to the upside to about, what, 30K or 29? 30,000. Now, I've been talking about this on the daily a lot. Once you get a high volume node, which you did right here sticking out, and you're right here and you're on it, you usually head to the next area of liquidity right here. So once we got above this node, it was likely we'd head to this node. We're kind of above this node now. We just need to retest it. And we're going to fly up to this node. And I've been saying this for 3 weeks now. Since I was on Around the Blockchain with BitBoy the first time in July, right? The first week of July. So I've been saying this now for 6 weeks since we were right around here. I said, once you break above this node, you're likely to come to this volume area. You break above this one, you're likely to come to this one. And this is how we can crawl our way up, right? And I've been saying, could we make a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, break to the upside? You know, just things to think about, okay? So this pattern is still intact. Now, the daily is very overbought, but I've shown that there's an anomaly on the daily, like right here, when you're very overbought on the daily, yet you still climb to the upside. And I've been proving it, like right here it happened. You were high on the daily, but you just kind of made a flag, and then you popped hard. Here, you were still high on the daily, and you just, look how high you went when the daily was just this area here on the stochastics. What people don't realize, what beginners don't realize is the black zones, or I'd say the below the dotted lines, they are high momentum zones. So the Stokes will move, but once it gets above this area, you can see huge movement. Once you get down here, you can see huge movement. So that confuses beginners because you're like, overbought down here, but then you can see a huge dump. And you're like, but you said it was overbought. I'm like, it is, but that's usually the general idea, but you can still see a big movement there. It takes time to understand all the idiosyncrasies in trading. It's not easy. There's a lot of up and downs throughout trading, and you just get a few more gems every time you get into the market. Over time, your subconscious mind remembers it all, and you start to build the piece and the story together, you know. So what we're looking for our next low with less liquidation. See here, 18K, 60K. So you can tell there's more liquidity down here. I want them to go down, and then I want the liquidations to be lighter. So we want to go lower next time. And when we go lower, we want to see like 20,000 in liquidations. That's a divergence. Price went lower, but we liquidated less people. Tells you that we're probably getting through the liquidity, and there's really not much liquidity left. So that's just another cool indication. You can see, though, they're going down. We're getting more liquidations each time on the long side. Tells me I want to see I want to see us dip one more time and the liquidations lighten up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to heavy news was dropped on me today. Going then. Heavy news was dropped on me today. Going then it today. Going then it today. I can't. But this channel and community are positive. Is you real blessed to spend time with light. But this channel and community of positivity is unreal. Blessed to spend time with the lifers. The grind doesn't stop. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Hope everything works out with you. We're going to look at Kadena and the Kadena Mining Club NFTs. ADA, please. Low on the RSI on the 30. Also at the 706. Want in at 0.535. 4. I don't know what 4 means, but shout out to Shane Fascia. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Calderonster, CNC Ireland, Roddy Robinson, Love Learning, Crypto Muser, and all the awesome people here. Aaron Superna, they're normally around 10 or 15, I believe. Email CryptoLifers. They do offer one-on-one tutoring for $200 or $300 per hour. I suggest the class first, and then you can one-on-one if you want. Morning, CryptoLifers. Aaron's email, CryptoLifers@gmail to get anything you need. San is the lubrication sensation. You're funny, man. You get to ask him questions and everything in the class. Very worth it. Small class size, very personal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, between 10 and 15 people on every class. It's awesome. 20, 30. I think 23 people was the most we ever had. 25. Shout out to Crypto Shinobi. Bearish div on Ethereum Classic. Thank you. I work a full-time job as a data analyst. I've been learning from you every day since February. I stare at data all day. So what's another 5 to 6 hours when I get home? Appreciate the training. Shout out to Crypto Tonight. I like that. Kryptonite. I love that. Kryptonite. Sam, the reason you're succeeding is because you are giving. Giving and hard work are always a winning combo. Thanks for what you do, bro. Shout out to Apartment Records. Thank you so much for the love. That was Gains, man. Saying it. Gains time. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Laura Marshall for joining for the year. Laura, we love you. My wife thought you were amazing. Whoop, whoop, Laura. She joined for the year, everybody, in BUSD. She paid $1,000 in BUSD yesterday. Shout out to Laura. You're amazing, Laura. I'm going to do everything I can to take you to the top. Every single thing I can. Mark my words. I promise you. On my heart and soul, Laura. I'll make that work for you. And you please check SHIB. I have a big short on Shibino. Might be a good idea to short SHIB right now after all the hype. Okay. Let's get back into BTC. So as long as this channel holds, I'm cool. You see? As long as this channel, this line right here holds, I am cool. We're right at a previous resistance and a support. It could be an SR flip right now. We're holding a possible SR flip. The daily would need to do a flip on, like need to flip right now. Bling. And it would have to get flipped by the 4-hour pinning it. The 22-hour is getting close, and the 22-hour has been flipping the daily over. Every time it flips, it turns us back up. However, this is a rising, it's a ascending triangle rising wedge. It's a rising wedge. It's a hybrid, but, if this was flatter, it'd be an ascending triangle. You can kind of hit the wicks. To me, it's a hybrid. There's hybrid patterns. They're not exactly one or the other. At the end of the day, though, I'll take it as a rising wedge to protect myself. Rising wedges would break down to the bottom of the liquidity. This would be a great place to load up on Bitcoin. It would be considered a bit of a double bottom, a higher low than this area. Kind of like where we are here. We went up. Do we come down and challenge? We went up. Do we come down and challenge? We got a liquidity zone waiting. If we break this POC, we're going to go below it. So it's very simple. Watch Bitcoin on the 22-hour. If you break the POC, it's likely you're headed down to this liquidity zone. The POC, what is the POC? It's this red line. It's called the point of control. It's where the most volume was bought and sold on the volume range visual profile, the VPVR or VRVP. How do you add this to your chart? Go up here, type in VRVP, and type in the visual range volume profile, and just click on that. It'll get added here. Then click on it again, hit the settings bar, go into the style, because you're going to be at 240. It's going to be all clunky like this. It's not going to give you a lot of data. So you're going to want to click on it. You're going to hit settings and just throw a 0 right there on the 24. Just slap a 0 on that, bang, and watch. It's going to be nice, and it's going to give you far more intricate details so you can figure it out. So we're looking for a bounce here for Bitcoin. Simple as that. For our time frame. So this is when you simplify it. Then I got my other work doing the nitty-gritty on the small time frames, like really doing the hard work. That's the hard work. You can see you readjust the pattern of the 4-hour because wicks are wicks that are candles of the 4-hour. Hi, Lifer. I said important charts in our group, Ultimate Lifer 99. I'll be happy if you could check them. My name is Amitas Altius. In my way, that's your way of kind of steering the show your way. And I have a bit of a defiance order, and I may defy that request because you're trying to make me show you your charts, and I may not agree with them, and I haven't assessed them, and I haven't looked at them, so I can't really just be throwing a chart that I haven't looked at yet completely and throw it on the live. I would have to reassess that myself, so I'm going to take a step back right now from that, and I greatly appreciate it, and please don't get offended. I have a right to run the show how I want to run it. Yeah, so I appreciate it. They're probably great charts, and there's probably a lot of information there. I just have no idea. And I honestly don't, I have a whole show plan, and that wasn't part of the show at the moment. You know what I'm saying? If you asked a question like, hey, I drew divergence in the learning library, can you look at it? That's a completely different question. I don't know what you're asking, per se. I send important charts in Ultimate 99. I'll be happy if you could check. My name is Amit. I understand. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Dude, you're so respectful the way you handled that. A lot of people go crazy on me and start, like, saying a bunch of stuff. And, you know. See, I don't know what NDQ is. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty scant. Like, I'm going to go over this far more in depth than you did and probably give more information. No offense. And that may sound rude, but it's the facts, right? So, no worries. We'll get to the total market cap. Appreciate your consideration, though, and thank you. Okay, so look, we don't want to break this area. We break this area, we're likely headed to here. It's that simple. You break this line, that last line of control here, you're headed right here. To 23,225. It's just that simple, okay? So we're at a line in the sand for Bitcoin. Really, 23.7 is a big deal. We don't want to break this zone at all, okay? So we're at a standstill here, and we're in waiting, all right? You will do it and like it. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. No, I sent an email to Lifer directly. I understand. Thank you. Email Lifer to get into the course today about payment on email. Yep. Stick to the plan, man. DXY is dumping. Send in your super chat for a deep dive on TA and support the stream. Lifer gives his knowledge 7 days a week to build and help the Lifer family. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Thank you so much. 401 likes. That's amazing. Wow. I'm not even going to mention it today. Today, I'm not going to mention it. I mentioned it already. You people are going to do the right thing. 842 people on the live, 402 likes, $33 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. So we're watching this 4 hour must break out of this falling wedge to the upside. If it does not, we're likely headed to 23,225. We're also going to break this pattern. I mean, we could be, yeah, I mean, then we're going to have to open it up like this. And to me, I mean, I was here, we broke it. I keep kind of adjusting it a little bit, but at one point you can't keep adjusting the pattern. The pattern is broken. All right? That will come with time too. As a veteran trader, you'll know when your pattern is just beat up and when you need to give up on it. All right? So far, this pattern is still intact. We're holding the trend line. We're oversold in the 1 hour and the 4 hour, likely for a push to the upside. Okay? You could call this slight hidden bullish. That's like a slight swing up, and that's a slight swing down. It's not perfect. You kind of want, you know, but there's some slight hidden bullish there. Chance that we could get a move. And also, look at the MACD. It's pretty oversold, pretty beat down. We have falling volume with falling price on the 4 hour, meaning we're losing the sellers. So if we keep losing the sellers, then how are we going to continue to go, you know? Also, they liked 23.7 and 23.5 on the order book. I feel like they got their fill. You know what I'm saying? That may have been the liquidations right there. Look, they look all the way through there. They got what they needed. It's a chance that they loaded up. This guy still didn't get his 23.5, though, at 1,100 Bitcoin. So he wants that Bitcoin. If he wants to buy that many Bitcoins at 23,500, I don't see how he won't pump to the upside in the next couple of days. At the same time, nothing's guaranteed. I take it one step at a time. You make my day so easy, brother. Shout out to Crypto Billionaires, man. This one's out of control. What one is it? Don't ever change, Lifer, unless the wifer tells you to, right? You're funny, man. Thank you, Sam, for your dedication. I'm going to join the 99 this week. Shout out to Fat Joe Crypto, man. That'll be the smartest decision you ever made. I'm going to work so hard for you. Your $3 a day will go so far. And I will continue to bust my butt every Saturday, Sunday. I don't take days off. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I don't listen to criticism anymore. It's low frequency. If you don't have anything good to say, then it's low frequency. If you're not grateful, appreciative, or loving, it's low frequency. Everyone has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna, I have 33,000 subscribers, hopefully, by the end of today. We're going to hit 33,000. It's going to be a milestone for me on the 33. And honestly, you're never going to make everybody happy. You hope you can, but you're never going to. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm going to say one thing, someone's going to, and someone else is going to say, someone's going to love it, someone else isn't going to love it. I'm just going to, I'm just going to keep doing me, and it is what it is. You can't make everybody happy. If you got haters, you're doing the right thing. That means, when you're sitting in a room alone, when I was sitting in a room depressed, no one was hating on me. I'll tell you that right now. When my life wasn't going well and I was sitting in a room depressed, nobody was hating on me. Now I'm shining. I believe in God. I love my life, and people are hating on me. Pretty funny to me, right? So when I was depressed in a hole and didn't care about anything, nobody hated on me, right? I was hating on myself enough. I didn't need any other haters. Hey, I used to hate on myself every day. I was the biggest hater I ever had. I couldn't even subscribe to my own channel. Oh, hey. I couldn't even hit the like button for myself. Oh. Rodney, we love you. So anyway, Shiba Inu has a new game released, Shiba Eternity. That's awesome. I'm a long-term holder of SHIB. I think SHIB will do some damage. I hold SHIB long-term, and I have no problem saying that out loud. And I hold like 3,000 USD worth of SHIB. It is what it is. All right? I could be wrong. I'm not guaranteeing anything. So look, we're looking for this falling wedge to break to the upside 68% of the time. We're looking for this level to hold. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. All right? Why do we lose my VPVR? I turn it off? That was weird. Glitch in the matrix. All right? So this is it. This is it. I'm looking for a bounce off 23,750 here. Is what it is. Maybe they wick us up to that 23.5 and they grab that liquidity. Then they bring us back up. You know what I'm saying? I told you Filecoin was pumping. You had to listen to me. If you didn't listen, it is what it is. Again, you're not supposed to listen to me. You got to listen to yourself. Listen to the technical analysis, all right? The technical analysis told you. But when I mean listen to me, I mean go over and, put your own technical analysis on Filecoin and tell you, see what it says. My technical analysis said Filecoin was going to bang on them to the upside. One more dump and bounce. Come on. Thanks, Sam, for giving me Filecoin yesterday. Gains, baby, gains. Shout out to Blockchain Brawler, my man. And that was my trade of the day yesterday. Doge pumped hard this morning. Yes, it did. Begin the Lifer journey. Step 1, Lifer's beginner's course. Step 2, everyone, join the course on your path to gains. Invest in yourself for $99. We still have it open. Email CryptoLifers@gmail. It is today, New York City time, 3 to 5. We already have 14 people in the class. I would love to get 20. It would be unbelievable. The more people, the more energy, the more vibes, the more questions, the more we learn, So, that breaks down Bitcoin in a nutshell here on the bigger time frame, all right? And so far, everything is still intact. 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. We're above the POC, and we're still holding this pattern form. So, to me, everything is okay. Let's go back into the smaller time frame. So, I showed you and I am worried about the daily. The daily's overbought, but the 22-hour has been going in tandem with it, all right? So, ETH 1 hour Stokes RSI coming down while the 15-minute is pinned to the downside. What would be the best in this situation? Let the 1 hour reset or watch the 15? ETH 1 hour Stokes are coming down while the 1 hour is pinned to the downside. What would be the best of it? Dude, ETH is going to watch Bitcoin. Just watch Bitcoin, and whatever Bitcoin does is going to have an effect on Ethereum, my man. Bombo, let me teach you. What happens here on this Bookmap liquidity order for this dips down here, ETH is dipping. So just watch Bitcoin. It's going to control ETH right now. ETH is waiting for Bitcoin's move, man. I'm telling you right now. I'll go over it, but don't worry. Dennis, I sent Wifer a text about getting into the class today. Look for a reply email. There you go. Sam, if I wasn't for your great knowledge and awesome content, I've made more gains in 2 weeks than in 2 years. Thank you for everything. Please, if you can go, please, to the testimonials and write what you just wrote in for free. All right, testimonials are easy. You can join my trading group. Everyone, join my trading group today. Just the free. I have a free server with free information. I keep forgetting to tell people this. My wife was like, make sure you tell everybody. You have free courses that I put out that help you learn how to trade right off the bat. So join the server. Join my server. It's free. All right, and I have a bunch of information for you for free. All right, that's how you turn someone into a paying customer. You make the first attempt for free. Right? You give them value for free. So I provide free value right off the bat. You can join my group. You can see all the gains we're making every day. You can read the testimonials, which I think are free value, because even reading these words from beautiful people will make you feel amazing. All right? And you'll be like, wow, like that's just fun to read positive stuff in my mind. To read positive people changing their life, that will change your life. Okay? So read those testimonials. And then what you also want to do is jump on into the bootcamp. The bootcamp has free videos waiting for you. I also have a video showing you exactly what you get in the Discord. And it's an 18-minute detailed video showing you everything you're going to get for that $99. So there's no wonder, there's no question, there's no like, wait, it said this, but it wasn't that. Every single thing is exactly presented for you. And then watch these 4 videos in the bootcamp. Trading mindset, get starting on crypto, 5 essential tools, and how to trade. These videos will blow your mind. Jump on in today to get the free education. You don't even have to join my group. Just get the free education, baby. I'm here for you every single day of the week. All right? We're going to get into all the super chats. Do not worry. So, I'm all fairness. I will go back and listen again to the comment about you being in control. All right, Frank, man. I'm sorry, Frank, but your vibes are strange, and you have to be removed, dude. Yep. I can't deal with negative energies at all. I'm an empath. I can feel your negative energy flying through the chart. You got to be removed for today, man. I'm so sorry. I love you and I have so much respect for you, but you don't seem to have the respect for me. So I'm going to remove you very nicely and very, very pleasantly. Thank you so much. But bye, Felicia, man. All right. Yeah, if you love me, then live in action by it. Don't treat me like a piece of garbage on the street, my man. It's rude. It's rude, my dude. It's rude. All right. My birthday is 2 weeks. I'm going to ask my wife to buy me a month subscription for me to the group. All right, you know what? I'll give you a month subscription for free. Crypto Tonight. Email my group today. We'll give you a birthday gift. Email my group. We'll put you in for 1 month for free because it's your birthday. I do a nice thing whenever I feel like it. I feel like doing a nice thing for you. Crypto Tonight. You're in the group for free for a month, dude. You better I want to see you make something out of yourself. I want to see you grind, baby. Email CryptoLifers@gmail. Crypto Tonight. You better use the exact same email. No one fake around. If someone fakes around, you're going to mess it up for him, so don't do that. It's my birthday too. I bet it is, but so far I only pick one person, so we're moving on. So shout out to everybody here. So let's get into the nitty-gritty for Bitcoin, and then we're going to move on to the world markets. Look, it's on the 733. So I showed you the bigger time frames. The 22-hour, I did point out that the daily is overbought, all right? So it's not like we're skating away from things that are possibly could give us some pain here, all right? We looked at the 4-hour too. Now we're looking at the smaller time frame for confirmation, all right? So look, we're still in this falling wedge. So let me get out of this. Let me get out of that. So I called the dump on the descending triangle this morning at 8 a.m. If you were in my trading group. Length of the pole was the length of the dump. It's exactly what happened. Look at that. Pretty damn close. You know, we might go a little lower too and touch the bottom trend line. All right. Sam, the man, you're an inspirational brother. Thank you. Can I opt out of birthdays each year? Right. Hey, Lifer, check ASTR 4-hour low. Cup and heady, falling wedge. Thank you, ASTR. Thank you. My birthday was the 14th August, and I caught COVID and Bitcoin went down. Not much of a happy birthday. Sounds like a beautiful birthday to me. You had one, dude. See? You got to start being grateful for what you did have. You had a freaking birthday. You know how many people didn't even have a birthday because they were dead? Come on, man. You got to look at things completely different. You got to change your brain to only look at constantly positives. You can't have a plan B because the second you have plan B, you're taken away from plan A. Your mind must be focused on the plan at hand every single time. So we found this descending triangle with a descending top and a flat bottom. That dumps like 90% of the time. Even though it's a 50-50 bilateral pattern, I see it dump way more than it pumps. So we're at the bottom of the channel. We're oversold on the 1 hour now. We're oversold in the 15, oversold on the 4 hour. I'm expecting a bounce for Bitcoin to the upside. You know, that's what I'm calling a bounce for Bitcoin. I even see some bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to bounce back to the upside. However, remember, this is all still in play. We have resistance at 24,140, 24K now. If Bitcoin cannot get back above 24,000, we could even, we'll move the resistance down now to right here. Resistance at 24,000, 24,060, 24, it's all the same. So we'll move our bar. If Bitcoin cannot get it back above the zone, we will remain bearish. So bulls must take back 24,300 to remain bullish, hands down. See? So I am expecting a bounce back to the upside, but if we bounce up and you see the 1 hour Stokes begin to turn here or here, short it, baby. It doesn't mean, it shows that we have a lack of bearish momentum and that we're not making it. So that's my prediction for the day, a bounce back to the upside for Bitcoin, all right? But we are struggling with this area. Let's look at the smaller time frames. Do we see bear flags or anything on the 1 minute? And See how I use all different time frames to figure out what's happening. Okay? All different time frames. It can be confusing for a beginner. I get it. Stay tuned. Stick with me. Over time, this will start to make sense. I see a lot of people that started with me, and at the beginning, they were just like, they had no clue what was going on. By the end of it, 4 or 5 months later, they're making their own calls, you know. Bullish on gratefulness. It's the only way to go with the positive energy. Why try to go against the trend? Just go with the flow, baby. Shout out to Kevin Baker, man. You're 100% on it, babe. I am 5 days in now with the lemon water. Sam, changing lives one day at a time, baby. Dude, the lemon water will change your life. It'll change your brain. It'll change the way you think. You will not be the same, baby. So they could bring it down one more time and not break us out of the channel here. And they could scoop that liquidity at 23,006, maybe even wick it to 23.5. That's what the order book is trying to do on BOOKMAP. But no guarantees. We're still going pretty flat. Not a lot of volume for the bears. You'd think they would have crushed us further. We still have this huge order. 1,298 Bitcoin, 594 Bitcoin at 23.5 and 23,600. All right. Let me move it a little over. I know I cover that sometimes, so I have to remember to move it over. All right. Sometimes I think of just, you know what? I don't mind. Just once in a while, I'll take myself off just when you look at BOOKMAP. So you can see BOOKMAP in its entirety. I want you to really take it in. Okay? Just take that in. I mean, those are fat orders there. They want to fill them. It's likely they get filled. Very likely. We've done this a lot on the channel. You've seen it happen. So just by being on this channel alone, you can figure it out. Hey, Lifer, what do you use to keep long-term holdings and very large holdings safe? Thank you, sir. I kind of don't want to disclose that because it's kind of really, you know, someone could rob me if I told you that. I do use hardware wallets, and I like the Trezor Touch the most. I have multiple hardware wallets. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at my trade of the day yesterday. I talked about Filecoin making big moves. Why? Because it was beautiful in a channel. It looked like it was going to blast to the upside. Let's take a look at Filecoin. All right. So it was tight in the channel. Filecoin had to stop here. We talked about entering Filecoin yesterday on the sweet spot at the low. It just broke out above the channel, pumping to the upside, getting high with momentum on the 1 hour time frame. All right. But we had it here. Boom. Filecoin up, you know, and up 6.5%. Not a huge gain, right? But just starting to make the moves. Why do I like Filecoin? Because the daily chart looks ready to rip, okay? Ready to rock. I mean, you could bring this down and make it even more centered. It's breaking out on the daily to the upside. Filecoin getting ready. Lack of bearish momentum. Falling volume with falling price suggests that we will pump to the upside. Filecoin. Tight moving averages. 4 hour looking beautiful too. And got pumped up pretty fast though and didn't break resistance. So you want to see it get above this resistance now. 4 hours coming up. If the 4 hour... I'll tell you what, if the 4 hour pumps up here and can't get above resistance and you get high, I take profits. I take profits and then I look for maybe another entry. Or if you're in a daily trade and you're willing to hold long term, you hold long term. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. And get educated before you decide to start trading. You should have charted for 3 to 4 months before you open your first trade, in my humble opinion. You should really, really know what's going on. If you're in my trading group, you should be recharting every single thing that you see. You should be recharting every single thing that you see. The elite charter put something out, you should rechart that right away. You should be recharting Unbound right away. You know, you should try to figure out what he's putting down. And he puts things out there for you. Falling wedge, 4 hour is low, 1 hour is low. Bullish divergence and below the 50 on the 4 hour chart. MACD showing decreasing bearish momentum. Potential profit. See, it just boom, boom, boom. So, and that's KMA. This is also really cool. That's amazing. He's showing you like time frames overlapped on the order book. That's insane. Also, JD recently took like this whole teaching moment here. I mean, study time, Lifers. How much do you spend in the charts? Dude, my elite charters are taking you through so much. Spend an hour on what JD's trying to put out for you today. He's really going out of his way to teach you some deep insights into the charts. Then he has so much information, why he's saying certain things. Dude, my elite charters put in so much effort because I put in so much effort. You won't see look at this. He's explaining so much for you. And he's you know, you can, this chart alone, if you sit with it for an hour and really grasp what he's putting down, will change your life. It'll change your life. You'll understand so much. I have elite charters that'll change your life forever. Shout out to 858 people on the live, 538 likes. I just want the likes to match the viewers, please, if we could. That's all I ask for. But again, I know you people are going to do it. You people are going to get us to 1,000 likes today because you are lifers, and lifers don't play, baby. And I don't know why I started this, baby, but I did. So we made gains in the trading group last night. JSM 3 out to the upside. That was the call. This thing banged on you. If you go look at it now, it banged. I just like looking at the charts as they bang because it's key insight. Key insight. So we know where Bitcoin's going. We have an idea of what we need to watch. All right. JASMY. I was about to say Jasmy. And that's really what it means, right? But look at Jasmy, banged on them. Look at that, 45% gains. Even if you didn't realize what was happening, you're still up 25% on the move. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Look how perfect that trade was. In so many days, I get to show you trades that never hit a stop loss, 200-day moving average, tight moving averages. I teach this in the beginner's course. I will teach it today. If you're down with the lifer, you'll create 3 YouTube accounts just to give him likes he deserves. No judgment this way, man. I love the Bombo, man. It took me 2 years to find the right mentor, and God brought me to the lifer. The Discord group is priceless. Shout out to Waleed Siam, man. I love you, man. Salam alaikum. God brought you here. God bless you, brother. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, lifers. Right? Then we put out PBR in the flag, right? We take a look at what happened to PBR, not Pat's blue ribbon. Poker Bridge and PBR banged out of that flag nicely. I love the before and afters, right? You get like a before right here, before, and then boom, shakalaka. 32% gains out of PBR, massively. And then ABBC was a nice one. Remember, it was high on the daily, so I had some high risk on it, but the shape just looked beautiful. Like, it was literally like that. And look, this thing is continuing actually right now to move up 24% now and continuing to move on the 4-hour with momentum. We gave you ABBC in the trading group as well. We're producing gains every single day, and the gains are and the way I produce the gains is the same. It's over and over and over again. Look, in a nice bull pennant, daily is overbought. This adds to the risk to the trade. So I also tell you the risk just in case. But look, bullish on the 4-hour and the 1-hour time frame. And this is what we showed you. This was tight in a channel with the tight moving averages. I mean, I've backtested this for 7 years of my life. So I know there's a high probability that's going to play out. And I posted, and then boom. It looked really nice in the 1-hour. Look at that. Went sideways, 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 blasted to the upside. It's not a coincidence that we make gains every single day on the channel. It's the technical analysis playing out. Yo, lemon water is the best. Makes me feel so healthy. Takes away sugar cravings and makes you eat less carbs as well. But mentally, it really is a game changer. Crazy as it sounds, but true, man. I'm telling you right now. I think it's ready to blast. Sam, we can't see your pretty face, man. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Sam, we can't see your pretty face, bro. I go for Mary Brown's first, but I'm in Canada. All that fast food is slightly different. I could never drink water until I added the lemon. What a difference. Lemon water will also cure gout. Dude, so much will be happening if you drink lemon water. I'm telling you right now. I bet there's so many other things going on. Lifer, I'm a BRCC guy, but 8 days on the lemon water, feeling fresh. I don't know what a BRCC guy is. Lifer is my homie. I smashed that like, baby. You're the man, dude. XCur going long, good long entry now. I looked at XCur. It's up to you. I would never tell you what a good long entry is. I will show you the technical analysis and the probabilities, and you have to decide what a good long entry is. That's the key to this group. We're not going to tell you what to buy and sell. That doesn't help you. When someone else shows you what to do, it doesn't help you. Formation Fa. It's an old coin I've gone over many, many times. EQZ, my team was on that. Ubix. JSMY was the winner, though. Bang, bang, bang. Let's take a look at BLOK. BLOK was on my radar, too. ERSDL, I think I remember putting something out about that, too. Yeah, it went sideways. Someone asked me about it just the other day, remember? Let's take a look at BLOK. BLOK was in a move. Did it get stopped out? I haven't taken a look. I remember putting out something for BLOK, looking at it. So let's look at BLOK here. So it did pump, actually. I said set the alerts, and it did break out to the upside here from when we first looked at it. Went up about 15%. Came back down to challenge this top trend line. That could be a retest for BLOK. I still got BLOK on the radar. Didn't get stopped out, right? So there's no reason, really. The trade is still open for Blocktopia. Let me readjust here. This is a known coin in the metaverse space people really like. It popped really hard. It did like a 30x. They did a huge, auction for their land, and people were all over it. So I feel like it broke out. It's trying to retest this diagonal trend line to the upside here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and it's a little overbought. That's, yeah, so here, let me open that up then. So you got to put that in there and say, okay. And that wouldn't touch block till the 4-hour resets a little bit, or, you know, comes back down to the pattern here. But it's definitely something worth watching. Next couple of days, I'll clean this up. It's not a trade I like at the moment. I'm going to move on. All right, everyone, let's get into the super chats. Let's get into the world markets. Let's talk about the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, which definitely has an influence on Bitcoin. You have to understand that. ES1. So you look at ES1 here, the S&P Mini Futures. We're going to break it down. All right, so what I like to see here is we've been moving up while the 4-hour has been oscillating down. That's a divergence. That's a very strong one, honestly. That only happens usually in like parabolic moves when things are getting pretty. I've only seen that anomaly when things are getting like are heating up, you know, heating up big. So let's take a look. Bigger time frame, as I said before. Look, we got a shoulder, head, and a shoulder kind of slanted to the upside. I've seen those break out, even though they're slanted to the upside. You have to kind of chip your head. We bounced off the POC. We're in this rising wedge. We broke above this resistance. We came to the next resistance, and we're dealing with that now. We got to break above it. We kind of are above it right now. We broke through the resistance. So I see this little flag inside the bigger channel. All right. We are at heavy resistance right now for the S&P right here at 42,297. But we had to get above 4,200, and we did that. I remember talking about that so dearly. So here. Now, what the S&P does is has direct effects on BTC. So look, it's starting to form this pattern here. Bit of an ascending triangle. You see it? Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Ugly pattern, and it has heavy resistance. I mean, S&P must break above the resistance, right? Why am I going over the S&P even though we're not in the stock market? Because it's a tech stock. Until it's not, it's correlated to Bitcoin. Eventually, it will be uncorrelated. But right now, it is still correlated to BTC. Okay? So, resistance here for the S&P at 43, right? 43, yeah, 43 we'll call it even, you know. So, we also could be forming a head and shoulder pattern.